Hi everyone, I'm Susan Nutowitz with letsfeelexcellent.com, and what I'm going to make right now is another dish, another meal that's excellent for healing adrenals. So in the other blog we did a salad dressing on a salad with everything that supports adrenal restoration. And so it's kind of like the opposite of caffeine, kind of like the opposite of coffee. So caffeine and coffee are breaking down the adrenals. They're too harsh on the adrenals. So this is more restoring the adrenals. This is what the adrenals like. This is how you can build them back up. So this is going to be a fruit smoothie. And it's very easy to digest. So here we go. What I have in here in the Vitamix is guava. So you might be able to get guava where you live and you might not, but if you have it available, it is the second highest in vitamin C. So the first highest is chili peppers, and you see me putting those into everything all the time. I'll put a little water in here, and I'm going to make a guava puree is the first thing I'm going to do. Pretty easy. Oopsie. Okay, so you saw me put the skins and everything in. I am too busy to take out the peel, and the peel is okay. The peel is fine, and that's where between the peel and the fruit is where most of the vitamins are in our foods that we eat. So I don't want the seeds though, so that's why I'm making this puree. And I just strain this. You've seen me do this with watermelon, other fruits. Just straining it into a bowl. So I do cut out on the guava, I cut out the bad parts, and I cut out, there's like a couple of woody kinds of things. The ends of them are sort of woody, and I cut those off. I don't want those. And yeah, when I actually scoop it out, it does make it, makes it, a little bit sweeter, just a little bit. So I'm not bothered by that. Now some of you on the mainland might have to get guava puree or use a different fruit. So berries are good for adrenals. Whoops. Some seeds jumping overboard. The guava seeds are really hard. If anybody knows of a seedless strain of guava, it's not a Monsanto craziness. I think I might have to do a little bit more water because I don't really even need it that thick. Yeah, so if anybody knows of a variety of guava that's seedless, that would be great. Wouldn't it be nice to cut into it and like the whole thing is that wonderful flesh, that wonderful, yummy, sweet guava. Ooh, baby, here I am. Come rub upon my belly like guava jelly. Oh, this is guava puree. Okay. All right. Oh, you just sit there. Okay. All right. A little bit more water. lot of fruits thicken up anyway. That's what makes them great as shakes, smoothies. Remember when shakes were called smoothies were called shakes? And they had milk in them? And no one would ever think of putting fruit into a blender and blending it up. Except we did, you know, my brother and I did. We did orange and banana all the time, and we said, oh, that's like a creamsicle. Why don't more people do this? We did it with orange juice, and then I said, hey, why don't we just do it with the orange? Much easier. Okay. Come on, strain out, because it's actually going pretty fast. All right. So why do we want to heal our adrenals anyway? I mean, nobody goes to the doctor and he says, hey, your adrenals are down. Well, most of our adrenals are down. So when we get diagnosed with some condition, like a heart condition or kidney failure, that's going way down the road, or digestive condition. See, the adrenals are in charge of the autonomic nervous system. So everything, you know, like when you breathe and you don't think about it, like when you're sleeping, but all that breathing that you're doing all the time, that's not a conscious breath, that's the autonomic nervous system is taking care of that. And the autonomic nervous system has two sides to it. It has your calm side and it has your really excited side. We're not supposed to we're supposed to use that excited side. You know, that's little friction stimulates things to go. And we need that, but not all the time. And so we live in a world where it's very popular for that to be stimulated, our nervous systems to be stimulated all of the time. That running from a tiger level, that I've got to save my life now, that I've got to pick up this car and move it off my child now. That kind of force, you know, we're doing that all the time. It's kind of what we're doing is normal, and so we can't like really have those reserves for if anything happens and we have an emergency. I'm going to get another bowl and let that transfer because this is making a lot of guava puree. And I'm going to rinse this out, but I'm going to keep talking to you. So we want to take care of our adrenals, and a lot of us aren't. You know, we're drinking caffeine in the morning, every day, throughout the day. I'm just over here washing the seeds out of my Vitamix because I don't want the seeds in there. So, and we're very stimulating, you know. There's a lot of these high action movies. We're watching them at night like it's nothing, right? And we like this. Thank you, water. That's going to be to sterilize the jars. And the jars are going to, what I'm going to do with the jars is I'm going to make green papaya pickles for everybody. Okay, we'll just transfer you over and you can do your thing over there. And we'll put some of this guava puree in here. Not all of it. Just about that much. Got a lot of it left. So our adrenals have a big job. It's more than just regulating our emotions and saving us from emergencies. They also make all of our hormones. So they control all of our vital organs. They make all of our hormones. They just have a crazy, unreal job. So I put, I don't know, about 2 cups in there. And now I'm going to put bananas, which are great for just about everything. Makes a nice supper too. So we want to take care of our adrenals. You know, a lot of us have back pain, and that's really adrenal and kidney. They're struggling. I don't want to say depletion, I just want to say struggling. Because we have different levels of that. And as a practitioner, when I put my hands on people's adrenals and kidneys, and even their livers, I find a bit of sluggishness to just, it's really hard to feel them at all. Okay, that's great. Now I have banana on my hands. So excuse me again. You know, there was this dentist, Weston A. Price, and I'm going to put coconut water in here. And I'm going to put my adrenal herbs in here. And he went around and studied indigenous people. Like how were they healthy before the white people came? So I put just enough coconut water so I could see it through the bananas. Okay? So he was studying these indigenous people, and he found that the ones that stuck with their diets, they did really well. You know, and the other people that were influenced by the white people's diets, their face deformed, they started having diseases, the people got weak. This is the white people's diet. It was like the white flour, the sugar, that kind of stuff. And he found like certain tribes, certain Native American Indian tribes, that didn't get scurvy, which was incredible because all of these people, I'm going to get a glass here, all of these people, when he went around, as soon as the sailors came in, everybody got scurvy, right? You know all about that. Broke the mouth right there. Okay, but these Native American Indian tribes didn't. And so we asked them, well, how do you keep yourself from getting scurvy? And the head chief, the elder, just kind of rolled his eyes, you know, or just kind of did his equivalent to that, and just kind of said, you know what? I wouldn't tell every white man this, but I like you because you'll actually listen to the answer. So I'm going to tell you. And he said, we don't get the white man's disease because we eat the blobs of fat that are in the middle of the moose, in the middle of the moose's back. And so what he was talking about is the adrenal glands. They would, hunt the moose. they didn't, you know, people back then, they couldn't grow whatever they wanted to. I mean, you could probably grow a guava tree in your house nowadays, but they couldn't do that back then. And so they had to eat meat. And so they hunted the meat, and he's talking about the adrenals sit on top of the kidneys, and they're about midway in the back. So they took the adrenals from the moose, and they knew intuitively that this stuff had vitamin C, a lot of vitamin C in it. And they didn't know what vitamin C was or anything, but they knew that's what kept them healthy. So what they would do is they would chop up the adrenal equally and give each family member a piece of that adrenal gland. And then that way they could keep themselves healthy, and that's how they never got scurvy, because there's so much vitamin C. And this is why I'm telling you about guava, because it's the second highest food in vitamin C. Right. And you don't want to take synthetic vitamins. You're just going to pee them out, you know. So no need to do that. You can just get it in your food. This is supper. So, that's good. So enjoy your smoothie or your adrenal foods. Take care of your adrenals. What I can tell you, since I've been doing it, I have just not only my more natural energy, since I gave up caffeine and started restoring my adrenals. At first I was really, really, really tired, and now not so much. I have a lot of energy. It's a different kind of energy. It's a natural energy. It's not jittery. I can feel my belly. I can feel the inside where the energy comes from. It's not like I'm feeling disturbances or adhesions or you know, fullness or gas in there. I'm feeling, you know, just the energy to do things. I'm getting a lot more inspiration. I feel really healthy, and people, when I go out in public, people comment about a glow that I have all of the time. So I'm doing this video right now. It's supper, and it's about like 9 o'clock, but I've been up since 2 in the morning, and I don't really have a problem with it. I don't know if it shows or what, but you know, I'm not like hyper. I have hyper energy, but I have just regular, like, I can do these long hours and it doesn't really affect me at all. 20-hour days they used to be I used to do them all the time, and it used to be difficult for me, and I used to have a hard time sleeping. Now I have no problem sleeping whenever, pretty much wherever. I'm still pretty noise sensitive, so I can't sleep during noise and things like that, but I am able to sleep, you know, pretty much whenever at will. And it's not, a 20-hour day is like not really difficult for me at all. Okay, I don't do that intentionally. I just do it as I feel called to. Okay, so you enjoy your smoothie. If you have any recipes that you like, please post them down below. And I'm Susan Nudowitz with letsfeelexcellent.com. I thank you very much for joining me. Aloha.